You are running ice cream shop and want to track sales from the first day of summer to the last one. With the DAX function of first day and last day, you can analyze trend from the first scope of the season to the final count. But before that, let's look together what is the benefit of using first aid. First aid help us to track performance from a starting point. We can use it as a first event, first sales, first transaction in our dataset and track performance from that moment onward. Also, we have a possibility to analyze period start metric. When analyzing a recurring event like the start of a fiscal year, quarter, or even a campaign, first sale lets you track key metric from the beginning of those points. And the last is the historical data. Use first aid. Look back at the earliest data in a data set, which is particularly helpful when you want to evaluate growth or performance since the first recorded event. Are you still there? You are serious of running ice cream shop? Let's look benefit of using last date. That's help us to analyze metric as the most recent date in our data, whether it's the last date of the month, quarter, year, or just the last recorded transaction date. This is essential for keeping track of current performance. End of period reporting, normally in financial reporting or operational summaries, we often need the report figure at the end of period, end of quarter, last date, allow us to capture those end of period value. And at the last one, understand recent trend. By using last date, you can easily compare recent performance to period, helping to analyze short-term trend like a latest customer activity. Our scenario is about analyzing seasonal sales trend. Imagine you run a popular ice cream shop and you want to analyze sales trend during the summer period to predict for next year. As a solution, first date function to identify the first sales date in the summer, focusing on a particular year or using a filter for summer months June, July, August and to see that how sales ramp up. A measure useful for an ice cream shop that wants to track its performance during the summer season. This measure calculate total sales amount for the summer months because here we actually filter summer months between months of 6 and 8. And also, we get a calculate because the calculate function change the context of which data is evaluated. Sales amount with sum of the sales amount because we want to calculate sales. Date between is the function created date range filter and so, because of the filter based on the date, we need the column of the date from the sales table. And the first date is calculate is the inner function used to determine the first date in a summer month. And we get the today function because return the current date. Overall, functionality measure calculate the total sales amount for the summer months and dynamically adjust to always reflect summer sales up to today's date. If we want to analyze the total sales made on the last day of the previous month in our ice cream shop, we need a solution. What would be We can use the last date function combined with the calculate and filter. In general, this measure can help us about compare the sales amount for the last month and give an idea for what we want to regard the inventory or marketing strategy. Let's break down the measure. End of the month by the today minus 1. This part of calculates is the last day of previous month. Today, return the current date and the end of the month with the minus 1 find the last day of the month before the current month. And the last date ensure that the context is set to the last day of a previous months. We need the filter and the filter of the sales amount. In general, last date is a valuable function for retrieving the latest date in a given context. It should be used in conjunction with the other date and filter function to provide more accurate and meaningful context.